everyone. I'm in the same outfit for probably multiple videos, but it's the first time I've had to film in a while. You guys, it has been crazy and hectic here. All the way starting back to April, like for the week before we left for Scotland, all my kids were sick. I got sick. I had a horrible cough, went to Scotland, had this cough that like literally lasted 2 weeks, ended up having to get antibiotics for it, came back, was home for 2 weeks. The week before we left to Mexico, the kids got sick again and Lincoln was teething. Then I left for Mexico, came back. 3 days after I came back from Mexico, I got the stomach bug, then Lincoln got the stomach bug, now Ted has the stomach bug. It has been an insane last like 6 to 8 weeks between traveling and just everybody getting sick, me being sick multiple times, the kids being sick. So I'm so excited to be sitting here filming. Lincoln just started daycare so that I can get back to work because I have been wanting to work for so long. And we did have somebody helping out at the house for a while. Started out, I needed a break. I was going through postpartum stuff and I just was like very overstimulated and having a really rough time. So we had a family friend that came and she nannied for a few hours a week, which was great. And then I just like really wanted to work, and I was having a really hard time being able to focus, being able to work and have people in the house. Like if you're a stay-at-home mom that also works, when your kids are home, like even if somebody else is watching them downstairs, it's super hard to stay focused. And obviously it was a friend of mine, so I wanted to be chatting with her, and it was really hard for me to be focused on work stuff. So Lincoln is finally at the age that he can go to school with Liv. I call it school, it's daycare. He could go to school with Liv and for a few hours a week, and I can get back into filming and I can get back into working. And I've been on a protocol for my like rebalancing my hormones for about 4 months now, and I'm finally starting to feel myself again, and it feels amazing. And I'm sleeping again because I don't know if I've shared this, but my whole pregnancy and postpartum I had horrific insomnia, and it was so bad. I wasn't sleeping. It was terrible. So now I'm sleeping without any sleep aids. Like I'm not taking Unisom like I was, and my hormones are getting back to normal. And you know, when I'm not sick throwing up or I don't have a horrible cough, I'm starting to feel really good. So this is the first like day 3 of Linky being in daycare for a few hours out of the house, and it's going to be really good. So anyways, I'm so excited to share with you guys. This is a collective haul all the way back from before I went to Scotland. And so this is probably like the last like 2.5 months. Some of it was the VIB sale, which I had to place my order when I was out of town. I think the VIB sale or the Sephora spring sale was while I was in Scotland. And then some stuff I purchased while I was in Mexico and was like online browsing. So I'm so excited to share this with you guys. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this video and decide to stay a while. Hit that subscribe button before you leave. Let me know in the comments what other videos you'd like to see, and let's jump right into the haul. Okay, so this is a collective haul of Ulta and Sephora. So I'm just going to kind of grab things in whatever order. A lot of these things I think you could get at most of the places because they do carry a lot of the same brands. But I'll tell you what was from where, and in the description box, I'll have it listed as Ulta and then listed as Sephora so you can find them a lot easier that way, and it won't be all mixed up. So let's just jump right into it. There's a lot of fun stuff here. So I'm just gonna have it all laid out. I'm just gonna go from left to right and we're just gonna roll with it. So I have one sunscreen that I purchased. In my empties video I just filmed, I threw away quite a few that had expired like 2021 and 2022 that had been sent to me. And up until maybe like, I say 6 months, but sometimes I just feel like I don't have any like reference of time anymore. Like it feels like something just happened 4 months ago and it was a year ago. So maybe some of them I bought, a lot of them were sent to me, but I think like, let's just say a year, because I feel like maybe it was a year ago that I started wearing sunscreen religiously, like every day. But before that I didn't. So I have only a small handful of sunscreens now that I have in my collection because all the other ones expired. So this was a new one that came out, and it's the Kapari Antioxidant Face Shield Mineral SPF. And I bought their Glowy Body SPF, which I used in Mexico, and it was glorious. So I wanted to try this one. This one doesn't expire until January of next year, so I have plenty of time. So it goes on white. It doesn't, the smell actually smells kind of like throw up actually. But also everyone's been sick in my house, so maybe my nose is just ruined. But it looks really pretty. I have only used this once. It does have a slightly bit more greasier feel than I tend to like you could see on my hands. Like it looks a little greasy. So I still have to play with it. Again, this is a haul, not a review video. But if you have this, let me know if you like it. It does have like a little bit of a greasy feel to me, but I'm pretty sure I threw away the box. So even if I don't like it, I can't return it because I don't have the box anymore. But this is the non-nano mineral zinc hyaluronic acid sunscreen. So I will try it a couple more times and I'll either love it and you'll hear about it in favorites, or I'll dislike it. And I'm starting to film products that didn't work out for me. So you'll see it in one of those. Okay, foundations. I have a couple. Actually, let's do primer. So this you can get it at Sephora, but Sephora's been sold out. So I purchased this off the Refi website actually. This is the Face Primer Glow and Sculpt, and I see a lot of people. Whitney Simmons uses this, and I've seen a couple people on TikTok, so I really wanted to try it out. The packaging is very simplified. Oh, shiatsu. Do not want to do that. I think you just pop the cap off. There you go. So it has this like roller and you just sculpt and put it on. I have used this once and then I was like, Cass, you just got to use the rest of this because I've been working on this one. This is almost gone. I'm like, before you start really getting into this, let's just finish up the one you've already used. So I'll keep you guys reported on that one. Okay, a new setting spray because I saw somebody talk about this on TikTok. And you guys know this is my tried or true. I've been through a million of these. This one's almost gone. And I don't have any other big ones because they've been sold out on Sephora for a really long time. So I picked this one up, the Too Faced Makeup Insurance. I got this at Ulta. I'm pretty sure you can get it at either, but I've heard great things about it. So I'm excited to try it. It's an 18-hour wear plus blue light defense. So I'm excited to try this. It has a little shaker thing in it. I think I've used it once, but again, I was like, Cass, finish up your favorite one first. It's almost gone. You're so close. Just finish it up. So that's what I'm doing. Again, I'll keep you updated on that one. Okay, I have three glowy body products. When I was placing that Refi order, I also decided, well, why not place this order for this too? This is their Topaz Body Glow. I'm really into Body Glow, you guys. We were gonna go to the Bahamas. We decided to cancel that trip. We've already had a few trips this year without the kids and we just miss them too much. Ted and I just have never traveled together without kids pretty much since we have been together. We went on our honeymoon and then we did an anniversary trip in October 2020. And those are the only two like vacations that we have taken without kids since we met, and we've been together almost 8 years. And so this year we were like, our kids are at an age where I feel like we can leave. We have a good support system of people that could watch them. And so we did Vegas for like 3 nights. 2 nights? Vegas for 2 or 3 nights, LA for 2 or 3 nights. Then we went to Scotland because that was an incentive trip my husband earned through work. So we really wanted to go there. And then Mexico was for our anniversary. And then the Bahamas was another incentive trip for his work. And we just decided, let's not do it. We'll skip it. We were only going to be home for 7 days after that before our whole family goes to New Buffalo for 10 days. And so I'm like, let's just not go. But I just love glowy body. And after Mexico, I was like, oh my God, give me all the glowy body things. So I got this because I'm obsessed with my body glowing now. That Kopari sunscreen, why can't I get this? The Kopari sunscreen, the rose gold and the gold one, I'm obsessed with. Like I used it every day in Mexico. And it was so beautiful. So this one I got for my legs. You can mix it with your body lotion. I wanted it for my chest. So it's a really pretty topaz color, but it blends in. Look at that. It doesn't have a scent, but look at how glowy. So I think if you're fair, you could use this too. It doesn't really have much of a color, but look at that glossy yumminess. So I'm so excited about that. Figured that'd be so pretty, like on your chest, on your shoulders, on your legs, like really, really pretty. So I'm excited to try that. I also got this Dulce Glow Instant Body Glow, and I got this at Ulta. They just started carrying this brand. I did buy their mousse tanning, self-tanner, but honestly, it just wasn't dark enough for me. It was a nice self tanner, but you would have to be like a really soft natural tan, and I just am not a natural tan kind of girl. It's like, make me as like bronzed as you can. So this is really pretty. So this one does have a tint. So if you were wanting to have like a nice bronzy glow, you could put this on your chest and your legs, and like when you really rub it out, like obviously that was a concentrated, but look at, like, it gives you like a really nice glowy bronze to your hand. Ooh, and it smells really nice too. So I'm excited to use that one. That one's gonna be more tinted than that Body Glow from Refi. And then the other product is this Iconic London Radiance Boost in Caramel Glow. And my friend Sam was telling me about this because, you know, she's a self-tanning girly like me. And when you self-tan, your face is usually a lot lighter than the rest of your body, and your arms tend to get darker than your chest. And so you want everything to like match and meld together. So typically that's, you know, taking your foundation down to your neck. And so she said she tried this one in Caramel Glow and it was perfect. And it gave her the glow that she loves, but it also gave her like the bronziness to her chest. And I was like, sweet, I'm gonna get it. So this is what it looks like. And it's just like a soft, bronzy glow, and it gives a beautiful glow. You can top it with like some body shimmer, body bronzer, but look at how beautiful and glimmery. Like, it's not sparkly, it's just like a really pretty glow. So that's another glow product that I'm super excited about. Okay, next thing is the Tan Luxe Super Gloss SPF 30 Illuminating Bronze Drops. Now I got this to try instead of using the DeBronzy drops, which I love the DeBronzy drops, but I loved that this had SPF in it, SPF 30. So I could mix this with my other SPF, and it's not diluting the SPF I'm already using, and it does give a nice little bronzy glow to it. So this one's been really nice. I've used it a couple times and I do really like it. Now, foundation, Sam, a lot of products we recommend so much to each other, but there's a lot of these in here that she recommended and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. So the Very Valentino foundation she loves, she got LN3, something like that. So I bought that one. I always felt like the color was off. I remember when I got it, I was even like, does it kind of pull like a little grayish on you? And so anyways, I think she realized that like the color was kind of off for her too. So she said she purchased MA5 and MA3 and she loves the combo of the two. So I purchased those. That's what I have on today. And it's literally the perfect tone. Like if you are a self-tan girly and you tend to be a similar skin tone to Sam or I, when you tan, I think you will love this combo. I'm actually really tan right now because I'm trying out a new tanner. So I probably could have just got away with using the MA5, but I did do one squirt of the MA3 and I love it. This foundation is so pretty. I love this foundation 10 times more now that I have like a better undertone color. Another foundation that I actually really like too is this Guerlain Terracotta foundation in 3N. It's really pretty. It lasted really well on my skin. It looked nice and juicy and hydrating and plump. It was really nice. So this one is another one I've been really enjoying. I need a drink of coffee, y'all. Okay. 3 concealers that I purchased recently. There's the Glowish Bright Light. I got Light 3. This is just okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It is like a very peachy color. I don't know why I sniffed it, but her products seem to be really scented. It says it's a sheer concealer, which it is. I think that's my problem. It's like very, very sheer. And I don't like a super heavy coverage concealer. Like I don't like Tarte Shape Tape, but this is almost like so sheer that I don't feel like it does a lot. So I feel like I have to layer this with another concealer, which I don't mind doubling up concealers. Like I typically use 2 different concealers anyways, but this is almost so like sheer coverage that it's like, what's the point? So that one I don't love. I threw away the box so I can't return it, but that one I'd probably pass on unless you're looking for a super sheer coverage. Then the Valentino concealer, I got LN3. I think the color is just off for me. It's very yellowy. It's super light, but it's just very yellow on me. And I just don't love the shade. So I might try to pick up a different shade of this and maybe mix the two so that I actually will use this up. I have mixed it with other concealers too, and it works okay. But it is definitely more of a fuller coverage, like more coverage than the Glowish. But this one I've really been liking. This is the Natasha Denona. I got the shade, this is their High Glam Concealer. They also, I think, have like a color corrector one too, but this is N4, which is very light considering it's the 4th shade. But I actually really like this one. It has really nice coverage. It's super hydrating under the eyes. So I do like that one. Out of the 3, that one's definitely my favorite. And you can see it is more coverage, which now that's kind of funny because that Valentino one is now looking darker, like it's oxidizing. And then the Glowish one is really glowy, but it's very sheer. So those are those 3 concealers. Maybe I'll try mixing the Glowish with the Natasha Denona and see how I like that. A brow product that may be the brow product of all flippin' brow products. I am so insanely obsessed with this. It's the Grande Brow New Brow Gel. Like, look at how good my brows are. It spikes them up and holds them in absolute perfection. It is so freaking good. I'm obsessed with this. I could get rid of all my other brow gels and just keep this one. It is so, so good. It was sold out, and then as soon as it came back online on Sephora, I immediately purchased it, and it is phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal. And then I think it comes with this brush. So, oh, it's so good. Okay. Next, let's do some blushes, I guess. Okay. This Rare Beauty blush. I have like kind of been like meh about the Rare Beauty blushes until I got this color. This is the color Virtue. It's what's on my cheeks. I am just obsessed with this color. It looks so freaking beautiful. I just love it. It is so, so pretty. It's like the perfect warm peachy pink, and it's absolutely stunning. I love it. I use it every single day. I cannot get enough of this one in Virtue, which I've never heard anyone talk about. Everyone talks about Happy and like one other one, but Virtue, that's where it's at. Okay. I also got a bunch of these iconic Kissed by the Sun. Some of these I got at Ulta. Some of them I got at Sephora because they had different colors. So this one is in Date Night. This one I got from Ulta. And these are kind of more like blush toppers. They're very glowy. Like you can see, this one has like a peachy golden shimmer to it. So this is definitely more of a, why are you focusing on my hat? This definitely has like a very glowy feel to it. And so it is a really pretty blush topper, not so much, why is it focusing on my hat? Not so much like a full-on blush by itself. This one is called Hot Stuff, and it's definitely more of a like coral, but like look when I swatch it. It's more like an orgasm shade from NARS. And it's even lighter, which is crazy because it's brighter than the other blush, but see, it pulls a soft pink. So if you're really fair, maybe you could get away with using these as blushes, but for me, they're definitely a glowy blush topper, which I never was into, but now I'm like super into blushy cheeks. All right, this one was from Sephora. This one is called So Cheeky. And see how it's like a deep plummy color, but then when you blend it in, it's not as, oh, that one I guess is kind of deeper. Isn't that pretty? And it looks so good with that Rare Beauty. And then this one's called Playtime. And this one is more of a purpley toned blush, which I have not been into purple blushes in a very long time, but this just is so pretty right there. So look how gorgeous they are. They're just really, really pretty, like glowy, pretty blushes, like blush toppers that, and I like that it's not sparkly. It's just like, ooh, look at how glowy and beautiful and youthful my cheeks look. Like that's how I feel like they look. And they're really, really gorgeous. How many times can I say really, really? I also, this is not new, but I was like browsing Iconic London because I was purchasing those blushes and I saw this and I'm like, ooh, that blush looks so fun. I have worn this quite a few times. I really like this one. This one is in Coral Glow. So you have, they're like that baked gelée formula. You have that really pretty bright coral, which I think is so fun for spring and summer. And then the highlight, and the highlight is really nice. It's really pretty. So that is the Iconic London in Coral Glow. I also picked up 2 of these terracotta luminizers. The first one is Ivory Rose, which is what I'm wearing today. It's more of like a champagne color. And these just buff onto the skin so nice. And then the other color I got is called Warm Gold. And I'll swatch them side by side so you can see them. They are like the baked gelée again. So if you have more of a tan, the Warm Gold is super pretty. If you're more fair, I would go with the Ivory. I can wear both of them, but if I obviously don't have like a strong self tan on, the gold is a little bright, or like shows up a little more. So the gold and then the Ivory. And these are so just beautiful. They buff so nicely into the skin. And that is what I have on my cheeks today is that, I think I did the Ivory today, even though I have a good tan on today. I did do the Ivory and I love it. So pretty. Okay, a couple bronzers. This Kosas bronzer is what I'm wearing today. I have been in a bronzer rut for a long time and I'm just wanted to try something new. So this is Beachy the Sun Show. I think it's maybe the Sun Show and the shade is Beachy. And it's a really pretty bronzer. It's a baked bronzer, so it has a little bit of a glow to it. And I've been really enjoying it. It's super pretty. Like that color is just like the perfect bronzer shade that I like. And so that's what I'm wearing today. And I do really love that. And then I got this Pat McGrath Labs bronzer in Regal. I don't know what the color is. Oh, Bronze Nirvana. And that's what that one looks like. I'm trying to find a clean finger. And I'll swatch it next to the other one. So there they are side by side. Bronze Nirvana is a little bit more orange. This one's a little bit more neutral, but this one has a glow. This one is matte. Okay, then I also got this little precision sculpting bronzer from Face Hack, or it's Face Hack precision sculpting bronzer from Freck. Look how freaking tiny this is. I thought this was gonna be like the size of the big Milk ones, but no, this is a tiny little nugget. So I think I'm just gonna mainly use it for like a nose contour because it's so tiny. I feel like you'd use this so fast all over your face, but it blends really nicely and I do like it. It's just, I got the shade medium. It's just so tiny. We're gonna move to eyes, then lips, and then fragrances. And I have a bunch. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job of saying where things are from, but again, it'll all be down below organized. So I got these Stila things from Ulta. I don't think I've hauled these yet. I got them right before I went to Scotland. So the first one is called Lake Havasu. They have 4 shades, but I was only able to get 3. And I'm obsessed with sparkles on my eyes. That's what I got these for. They feel very much like the Fenty ones that are in like that putty. And it's just like, it's kind of a clear base. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. It's a clear base with a ton of glitter. So this one's more of a pinky glitter and it really does show up. And I love, like Liv loves playing with makeup. So I'll take these and I'll put them on her eyes and she just loves it. This one I've used the most. This one's Copper Lake. And again, it's a sheer base, but it's packed full of sparkles. It's really not translating very well, but I promise you it's so sparkly. And then this one is Silver Lake. This one's very similar to the Fenty one. Like I can see on my hand all the sparkles, but again, it's a clear base. So you tap this over. Yeah, it's really not translating very well. I promise they're so pretty. I'm still trying to find the gold one because it's so gorgeous. Like I love doing my eye look and then I take one of something like this or I take the Fenty ones and I just put it all over my eyelid. And do you see how glittery that is? Oh, it's just my favorite. It's my favorite. I love it so much. Okay, this is from Ulta. They came out with a couple different ones. This one is the Connecting Color Future Flame, and I'm obsessed with this. It has some of the Permanent Collection colors in here. I'll tell you the ones that I know for sure are permanent. It's been so long since I bought like MAC shadows, but there's Samoa Silk, which is one of my favorites, and that is permanent. Amber Lights, which if you, well, let's see, I guess this, that's weird because this is definitely Samoa Silk. This is definitely Rule, so these are out of order. Because that is definitely Amber Lights, which if you guys have followed me for a long time, you'll remember the days where I used Amber Lights all over, I have a tutorial, Amber Lights all over my lid, and then I smoked out the outer corner with Carbon, and that was like my go-to look for so long. So this is definitely Amber Lights. Then Embark, which is right here. Coppering, which is right here. See, these are, oh yeah, let's see. There's no way that this is definitely Samoa Silk, and that is definitely Rule. So I don't know, those are very confusing. And I think those are the only, other permanent ones, but I have been loving this. I've been using it this whole week and half of last week. So beautiful, beautiful palette. I love the packaging. It's a great travel palette. Okay, then I purchased these when I was in Scotland, but you can get them at the Sephora store, so I thought I would throw them in here. I don't even remember the name of the store that I bought it at. H Beauty. I think they called it H Beauty, but it's H Beauty. Anyways, it is the Celestial Nirvana Eye Palette in Nude Allure, and these you can get at Sephora. And I swatched them, and they were so pretty, and they had like all that like beautiful sparkle that I'm just madly in love with and can't get enough of. So I was like, have you ever noticed sometimes you swatch things in the store and then and they swatch beautifully, and then you get home and you try to use them and you're like, that doesn't swatch the same, but these ones do. So isn't that so pretty? And the sparkles have like tons of sparkle packed in there, and sometimes it's hard to translate that on camera until you get it on your eyes. And then this one is the Bronze Bliss palette, and you can see they're more neutrally tones, but oh, they're so pretty. So let me swatch those. And they're so creamy. Like the colors are so creamy and buttery. So I love, look how beautiful that bronzed one is. Oh, okay, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Why do you keep doing this to me? There we go. Isn't that so pretty? So these you can get at Sephora. I got those again in Scotland, but figured I'd throw them in here because you can get them in Scotland. That made no sense. Oh, I found an eye product, and then we're gonna move to lips and then fragrances. So I got this Danessa Myricks line work. It's a new liquid eyeliner. I really like it. It's very black, very matte. It's what I have on today. It is a brush tip, and it just goes on so nice. I really like this one. You know, I love my Too Faced Better Than Sex one, and I love my MAC brush stroke, but I like that one too. So that one's fun to try out. Okay, lips. I got this Summer Fridays. You guys know I love these. I should have in, not the empties I just filmed, but the next one, the regular one. I definitely just finished that one. This one is the pink one, and it just came back in stock. Pink Sugar, and it has like a soft pink like tint to it. And then this was in the same Stila collection as these little guys at Ulta, and these are called their lip oils. So I got two shades, Galaxy and, why is this so tiny? Kitten Comet. And they're just really pretty lip oils. They're pretty much sheer with like some shimmer in it. Then I got this because I saw somebody on TikTok talk about it, and then I saw Alex Earl talk about it. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I bought it when I did, because it's probably gonna get sold out. And it's the Rouge Volupte Candy Glaze in the shade 2. It's basically kind of clear. It has like a little, hold on, it has my lip product on it. So let me get that off. It's just like a glossy clear. It smells amazing. Has a slight pinky tint to it. And it just makes your lips look so juicy and glossy. I literally have so much stuff on my lips right now. I used the, what is it called? Pillow Talk Diamonds, and I feel like my lips are looking real metallic-y. Which, I mean, I'm not against. I'm gonna put these on. These are so good. I remember people were talking trash about these when they came out. They're, the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know what they're called, but they're in this packaging, and people are talking crap about it. And then Makeup by Mario came out with his like lip serums, and everybody went goo goo gaga. I'm like, these are the same things. These were out way before that, I'm pretty sure. That's Pillow Talk. Isn't it pretty? Okay, then I got these Iconic London lip oils, and they just looked so nice. So I got this shade. They're pretty much just like a slight hint of color. Like it's not like a punch of color, but they just feel really nice on the lips, and I love lip oils. So the colors I got are Queen Bee, Sugar Mama, and Life's a Peach, and they're basically just clear, so I'm not gonna bother swatching those. And then let's move to the fragrances, because I have a lot. I'm literally in a fragrance era. I'm like been so obsessed with perfume lately, and I like just cannot stop buying perfume. It's like really a problem. So let me get all these for you. There's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to describe all of these, which, you know, may or may not be successful. So the first is the new limited edition Sol de Janeiro scents. I love these. I think they're perfect for throwing in your gym bag, putting in your car when you just need like a quick refresh, but you don't want to put on a ton of like perfume. So this one is called Do Not Disturb, Mimosa Flower and Nude Musk. So this one's light, slightly sweet, a little bit musky, not really florally. I know it says, what did it say? Mimosa Flower. I don't know, this one is really nice. That first day of vacay, feeling sheer floral scents with notes of airy mimosa flower, warm musk, fresh linens, and soft vanilla. That's what it was. It's a soft vanilla. So this one is nice. If you like vanilla, you'll love that one. It does have that soft vanilla scent. I'm glad I read that because I was trying to figure out what is that I'm smelling. Vanilla, because I love vanilla. Okay, this one is When in Rio. I like the Do Not Disturb better than When in Rio. This one says, it's a daring, delicious scent, inspires the no rules side of you with the rush of notes like vanilla amber, twilight jasmine, luscious pear, and sandalwood. I feel like between the two, as far as vanilla goes, this one smells way more like sweet, warm vanilla than this one does. This one is okay, but not my favorite of the two. Then we have Bikini Season. This one is very citrusy. Very light, very citrusy, fruity. This one is guava nectar, coconut water, pink musk, and lemon. So that one's just very like citrusy, sweet, juicy. So I like this one the best, Do Not Disturb. Then I would say Bikini Season, and then When in Rio. First is Bobbi Brown Beach. I have seen this for years. I've always thought about purchasing it, but you know, my scents were very different back then. So the notes of this are sand, jasmine, sea spray, and mandarin. And this smells so good. This smells like summer. At first when I sprayed it, I was like, it smells like grass. But then like I sprayed it again and I'm like, it smells like summer. There is like an initial kind of grassiness scent to it, but then once it like settles on your skin and like settles, I can see the sea spray and the jasmine, and it just like becomes very beachy and really nice and really light. So if you want like a good beachy summer scent, this one is really nice. It's light, it's not overpowering. It does have a bit of floralness to it, but I love it. I love it. It's definitely a little bit of a different scent for me, but it's really, really beautiful. The next is a totally new brand to me. It's the Maison Louis Marie number 13 Nouvelle Vague. I literally have never heard of this before. It was new to Sephora and the notes sounded amazing. It's a fresh solar and the notes are coconut, Tuscan fig, and amber. And this smells unbelievable. There's something very familiar about it that like reminds me of a fragrance that I used to love in the past, but I can't like put my finger on it. I could definitely smell the coconut and the amber in it, but it's like warm with a little bit of sweetness to it, but like sophistication. It smells feminine and beautiful. So I am really loving this perfume. I've worn it twice now and Ted has like been like, what the heck are you wearing? And I'm like, it's this new one I got. He's like, it smells so good. So if you're looking for like a sophisticated, my voice just cracked. It smells like very fancy, but not in a gross way. You know, sometimes like fancy perfume, you're like, ooh, that's too much. This is really pretty. So they describe it as transports you to spring on the Italian coast, captures an uplifting citrus accord, a sheer floral bouquet, and a coconut wrapped with Tuscan fig, agave, tonka, and golden woods. And really like, yeah, I see it. It's amazing. I definitely recommend you trying this out. Okay, the next is another new brand to me, and the brand is Net. And I have two fragrances. I just got the travel size because I really wanted to make sure I liked it. I got Coco Flor and the Vanille. And Coco Flor is a fresh solar, which apparently I'm into fresh solars because a lot of these are that. It's got bergamot, orange flower, and coconut milk. I'm apparently into coconut. I'm into the fresh solars. I know that I love orange blossom. So this is orange flower and lang lang mingled with creamy coconut milk to create a heady, sunny floral that evokes a magical evening adventure after a day by the sea. Bergamot and pink pepper brighten the scent while sandalwood grounds it. and it is really, really nice. I definitely can smell the coconut. Again, it feels very beachy to me, which I'm very into the beachy scents right now. I don't know what it is, but I just love that coconutty, beachy, slightly floral, salty scents. And this is that. It's so nice. It's another really great beachy summer scent. Now the vanilla, now this one is called a warm, spicy, warm and sweet gourmand. It's cardamom, magnolia flower, and vanilla. It is very, it's a spicier vanilla. It definitely has a spiciness to it. It says that it's a creamy and mineral with vanilla and a touch of matcha tea. It's smooth and immediately appealing with the addictive, salty character to the main vanilla note that is enhanced with pink pepper, upcycled turmeric root, and a luxurious orris and cedarwood. It's definitely a spicier vanilla, not as sweet, but still nice, very soft. So if you like vanilla scents, you might really like this one. Between the two, I definitely like the Cocoa Floor better. All right, the next is Juliet Has a Gun Lust for Sun. And this one, oh, this one is nice. This one's called a Fresh Floral, and it's Lang Lang. Is it Ylang Ylang or Lang Lang? I just like saying Ylang Ylang. It sounds funner. Coconut and vanilla. Solar with notes of ylang ylang mixed with touches of Manoi and coconut. It definitely has that, like, if you've ever had, I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was like Manoi coconut. Maybe it was like a Hask shampoo and conditioner. I'm trying to remember what it was. Very coconutty. Clearly I'm really into the coconut right now. And then whether you are too dressed up to wear sunscreen or already in your swimsuit, simply wear this fragrance to feel gorgeous and fabulous. It definitely is a really nice summery scent. It's a little bit more youthful than the Cocoa Floor. The Cocoa Floor feels a little more of a sophisticated beachy scent, or like beach, or this one like a little bit more of like the sophisticated side. This one feels a little bit more young, playful, a little sweeter. So clearly I have a theme with what I'm liking for my fragrances lately. Next is Floor Solar Power. I have yet to find a fragrance that I liked by them. I've tried a few and they were not my vibe. So this is another fresh solar, clearly a theme here. Sun-drenched bergamot, orange flower, and solar musk, which I love, like orange blossom, orange flower. This one says, opening with a sparkling burst of bold citrus bergamot and red mandarin, Solar Power is illuminated by a warm solar floral accord of neroli, jasmine, and orange flower wrapped in a comforting blend musk, driftwood, and sea salt. Let me see. Definitely more of a juicy scent. It definitely is way more citrusy. You get more of that juicy citrus. I think they said mandarin. I can see the mandarin and oranginess in this one more than any of the other ones. It's way less like coconut beachy and more fruity juiciness, and it's really nice. That one's like a light, fresh, zesty scent. Next one sold out, kept selling out on Sephora. It's the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. Now this one's just very sweet, very much more like bakery scent, you know, like sweet cakey. It's called a Warm Sweet Gourmand Pistachio Gelato Cotton Candy and Whipped Cream. Now this used to be like my very typical scent, very sweet candy like. So this is that it's a delicious combination of rich nutty pistachio, hazelnut, blend of rum that wraps you in a warmth of sweetness, a delectable fluffy whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, intertwined sugary indulgence, which it totally is. It's way more sweet. It's way more like a bakery scent. Very different than the other ones I've clearly have shown you. This one is another newer brand, I think, to Sephora. I have never seen it before, and I've definitely never used any of their fragrances, and it's called The Maker, and it's in the scent Naked. And I thought, I really like Skin from Clean Reserve. Maybe this is similar. This is a warm sheer, warm spicy, warm sheer, and it's erotic passiflora, which I have no clue what that is, arousing white musk, and wet wild orris. And it says Naked is a sensual skin perfume featuring notes of exotic passiflora, arousing white musk, and wet wild orris to evoke the scent of a love affair. Inspired by a love affair, the cool light of dawn melts past the edge of a curtain as we come alive together, only here right now between the sheets, like velvet in this magical moment and in my memories forever. That's a lot. This is very nice. I'm trying to think. It's fresher. It's way more fresh. I don't get a ton of spice from it. It's very light, fresh, clean scent. That's how I would describe that. All right, then I got 7 Virtues. This one is Coconut Sun. This one I wore a ton in Mexico. It is best for letting go, protecting your joy, feeling present. Great, I love that for us. And it has, let me read the notes because I did that for all the other ones. This one is like very summery too. Like I'm already down to here because I've been using the heck out of this. What are we called? Coconut Sun. Coconut Sun. Clearly I'm very, very into coconut right now. All right, let's see what this baby's about. Another fresh solar coconut frangipani, and vanilla. I have no clue what that word is. I probably butchered it. There's irresistibly delicious perfume. Is a dreamy holiday in a bottle. Amen, sister. I wore this to Mexico. Enticing notes of coconut water, frangipani, fresh citrus, crisp sea salt, gourmand vanilla. It's literally amazing. Everyday scent. I mean, I would wear this pretty much all spring and summer. I don't know that I'd wear this in the fall or winter though. The coconut just really doesn't do it for me in fall and winter, but for spring, summer, it's so good. I will be running out of this very soon. And then the last one I got is Born Dreamer from Charlie D'Amelio. And this one takes me back to, I gotta pull up the notes, like old school scents that I used to love. It's very much like an old school Cassie scent, and it does remind me of something, and I'm trying to remember, I think it reminds me of like an Ariana Grande scent. Why is this not working? I swear I'm having technical difficulties. Like my iPad is just glitching out on me. What is this called? Born Dreamer. Born Dreamer. All right, I'm gonna read to you. Gosh, it does smell really flipping good though. I would buy a big one of this. It's just sweet and light and fun. And okay, so this one is, oh, it smells so good. It has pear, jasmine, cashmere woods, amber. The top notes are pear, orange zest, essential oil, which I definitely smell that sweetness. Jasmine petals, pink sugar, the pink sugar, that's it. Cashmere wood, skin musk, and cedarwood. This is just very girly, light, fun, sweet. So all of those, like clearly I have a scent for this like coconut beachy scent right now, but I got a couple other things too. A little citrusy, a little bakery, a little fresh clean, and then, you know, back to the OG kind of like Prada candy type of scent. So have you guys tried any of these scents? What are your thoughts? I hope you guys got some fun new recommendations of things to pick up from Sephora and Ulta. What are some products you picked up lately that you're really loving? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.